Thursday night. And gonna load up the trailer. Got the car all back together here.
Hello!
And it's been kind of running. I ran it a little bit just to kind of get the self-tune going. But yeah, it runs, it drives. Oh, I gotta put the taillights in.
I got tires.
Yeah, got a couple of spare tires in case I get frisky.
Wow. Daddy, goose. Daddy,
Yeah.
how do you get it down?
Twist it.
My goose.
It takes a little bit.
I
But yeah, I got a little bit left on here, so that should be, we'll see. It should be enough to get me through the weekend without swapping of these, but I brought them just in case everything turns out great, and it's supposed to rain all weekend. So, as you can see, it's all wet.
Make me fly.
In a second. But yeah, I gotta load the trailer up with everything I need for the year. Gotta load the toolbox up, the air mattress, all the bedding for the air mattress, and helmets, and all that kind of stuff that needs to get done for the season. So, I'm gonna get after it. What do you think? Is it loud? Yeah. I did it over there?
I'm out sticker. Oh, there.
What'd I do?
A sticker.
Circles?
Oh, there.
Yeah? Was it cool?
A bench.
Huh?
A bench.
Was it cool? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah? Pretty cool, huh? Was it loud? Yeah, was it pretty loud? Okay, the Meta event was eventful, to say the least. We had a couple of issues right away trying to get this car kind of tuned and driving around. So I had not a very good battery in it right away. So when the Holly computer would learn how to make the engine run better or drivability and have it just overall be better, whenever I would shut it off and over time the battery would kill, well, it wouldn't save that relearn. So you have to do like a hard save to save it to like a base tune. So if the ECU does ever shut off completely, it will have that hard base tune in it from the relearn. So knowing that, we got a new battery in it. And what else did we pick up? Oh, we just picked up like some brake cleaner and things like that to kind of clean everything up. We also found, after that, we found the oil line that was leaking everywhere. So took that off. Oli was nice enough, or luckily Oli had some perfect AN lines and fittings for that. So I appreciate that, Oli. Saved us from actually even getting further down the broken road than we were planning to get. So got that replaced, got everything working right. Also, the fuel, so then after that, the fuel switch kept breaking the breaker, triggering the breaker off whenever we would try to use the fuel pump. So we're like, okay, there must be something up with the line or whatever, so let's just loop it to ignition because we know that works. Well, we turned the fuel pump on and it killed both ignition and fuel. So jiggling the wires around, it ended up working. Then we finally get it out. Everything's working good. Oil's staying in its place. Computer is learning because the battery is good. We figured out how to reset the breakers in the switch panel. Get it out, take it on the road course. It's feeling awesome. It's doing great. Then the fuel pressure started to drop hard. and it just was not coming back up. So I'm like, oh great, fuel pump, awesome. So I'm like, all right, we're done. This is like at 7 o'clock at night on a Saturday. I'm over it. Let's shut it down. Picked up a new front bumper, which is great, for $50 with some over fenders. So I almost have a complete body kit to get wrapped, so I'll have to maybe fix the rear bumper or get a new rear bumper just to get me through the year if the KBD kit partnership doesn't go through. So before we even got up to BIR, I filled up the truck, filled up the spare gas cans, filled up the race car with fuel ready to go. Won't have any issues there. Well, so Monday or Tuesday, I started taking out the fuel pump assembly here. Started taking all that stuff apart and trying to figure out, what's going on there. So it's probably a fuel pump. I ended up buying a new fuel filter because that hasn't been replaced in a while. And so still wasn't priming with that on. So I was like, all right, fuel pump it is, whatever. I haven't touched it yet. Started taking it out. Started taking all this crap out of it. Come to find out that this side of the bladder is completely empty. Just emptier than shit. I put 9 gallons in this thing before we even got up there, and the most we did was just cruise around. So stupid dumb idea. Stupid thing I just overlooked. I didn't expect it to be out of fuel. So I reassembled it all back together and threw some fuel in it, and sure shit, fuel pressure goes right up. No problem, not a big deal. So it just ran out of fuel. So I found out that with the fuel pump on, and only when the fuel pump's on, it leaks back here. So it comes out of this gas cap, or this big nut washer seal, and it leaks out the bottom. So there's no leaks around here anymore. When I resealed it, it had a couple of slow leaks, and it's not leaking from those lines either. So I think that's where all my fuel ended up going as we were trying to let it idle and trying to figure out how to get it tuned. It had a lot of idle time, and I think that's where it was all just leaving the car. So I tried to just tighten it a little bit more because it seemed a little bit loose. So I tightened it probably 1/4 to 1/2 more of a rotation of that big cap. It wasn't enough. So gonna get a new seal for that big cap, for the fuel pump cap, and see where we can go from there. Either fix this kit up a little bit and go get it wrapped, or see what KBD wants to do and wait for them to show up and then bring it to get wrapped. But that's kind of where I sit. And I do need to do it like a toe. I'm gonna get a real alignment on it, but for now I do need to get toe plates on because it is way towed out and it's really messing up my inners of the front wheels. So that's the update on this one. Hopefully I'll be out to some events. We'll see what life brings. Until next time, hopefully I'll see you guys out there.